up, everybody? It's the Love First Podcast. It's your boy, K to Don.
And I'm Natika.
We have some special guests in the building. We have Armez, the co-founder of Talento.
And we have Meluchis.
What's up, guys?
Hey, how y'all guys doing tonight?
It's going down. Oh, actually, we got to call y'all by your aliases. We got the king and queen of Colombia in the building right now.
Get it right, Medellin, Colombia, just to put that on top.
It's so refreshing to have other Colombians in the house over here.
Oh,
You know,
yes.
I feel the representation.
There
So,
we go.
You know.
Colombia in the building. Even though Natika be repping Queens to the death, man. You
Yes.
mentioned Queens, man. She go harder than Nas and
Please
50
get the
Cent for
money.
Queens.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
No, it's real. It's real dope too. Like the dynamics. I mean, not only you guys a power couple, but with you being, a fashion designer, entrepreneur, and like you said, you do many things, and with you being a singer, having some great records out, which we're gonna talk about. I'm kind of curious. How did y'all meet?
We actually met like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Through a friend.
Yeah, and I just saw her. Like, I was like, oh, she looks pretty cool. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hello?
there
Hello?
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool, too. I met him outside the car. I was with a friend, and then he approached the car. He just, I thought he was very handsome, and then he started talking, and I'm like, all right, I love his energy.
Yeah, great energy.
So I just let him go on and on, go on and go on. And I was very quiet at first just because I wanted to hear everything that he had to say. I was like, all right, he's pretty cool, but I didn't really pay too much mind to him. It was more like, this is somebody that I would date, but I'm like, eh.
Oh, for real? I didn't even know that.
I'm like, first of all, we're in Jersey, so I thought he lived in Jersey.
Yeah, that's why it was crazy, because I'm in Jersey. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
There you hear me.
Yeah.
Hello.
I was in Jersey, and my boys were coming to pick me up. I happened to stay out there. I was with Brazilians, so I speak a little Portuguese as well, So there's like a big Brazilian community, and that has to do with my brand as well, Talento. It's half Colombian, half Brazilian.
Oh, okay.
So my partner, he's from Brazil.
Yeah.
So, so I meet them, I say, what up? I'm always big on energy, like, talking mad shit.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, we're going to this Brazilian spot. I come outside, and they bounced on me.
I
So
told
I
my
seen
friend,
him,
I'm like, what are we doing?
And they left me. Like, literally, they left me. They were like, oh. I come out, I'm like,
Because he was going to say bye. He took like 15 minutes saying bye. I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, bro.
and I had a bag full of Talento hats,
Yeah.
and they really took my Talento hat, like
Oh,
50
they took your
hats.
Talento hats?
So I needed the hats, and then it's like, they took my hats, they bounced on me. I was like,
But he ended up giving me one of the hats before that incident happened. So I was rocking the hat for a while. Like, just, didn't think too much into it. I was like, oh, let me just support his brand and posted up on my Instagram. We started following each other. Then he started hitting me up, like, good shit. Like, he started really watching what I was doing. So for about a year.
it was like, I was very empowering. Like, I love to empower people. And I seen she's a female, she's an artist. She looked very, like, empowering as a female, and an artist, And I was like, damn, I fuck with her, She's met, her energy was cool. I didn't really talk to her. And then next thing you know, I pressed the video by mistake.
Called by mistake.
Yeah, I called her by mistake.
Oh.
And then I'm like, fuck. Shit.
Did she pick up? Did you pick up?
Now she actually called me back.
Oh,
So I
okay.
just came out the barbershop. I'm feeling myself. I'm like, yeah. She called me, and I'm like, oh shit, she's cool. I'm like, what? And then I see, I'm like, oh shit, I called her. And boom, I pick up. And it was just a genuine. We're conversing about everything, like just
Yeah,
a
we
little bit. I
spoke
even
for like
an
a
hour.
whole hour.
And it was just cool, good like vibes. I wasn't even trying to hit her up. I never DM'd her something vulgar, like a guy sending a pic.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
something
Yeah, no,
crazy.
it was always very
it
like
was just very
respectful.
genuine, and I see, and I
Empowering.
just felt that energy, chilling.
Mm.
Next thing you know, a year later, and some change, I'm at Wall Street working at some spot doing MCAs, merchant cash advance. So I'm feeling myself there too. I'm on the phone, my first day. Then I seen one of her things, and I'm like, in Spanish, I'm like, oh, when are we making a song together? Just to be funny. Like, I don't even know. It just, whatever comes to my head, I say it.
you just-
You know what I mean? I'm just that
And
type
I
of
was like,
dude.
what? I hear this shit all the time.
Yeah, so I'm like, yo, what type of, and then she's serious. So I'm like, and in Spanish, there's a vulgar song, but I kind of made it unvulgar, and it was
Al
al
bajar.
subir bajar y al bajar subir. To not say al bajar, mama. Bájame la raja para mojarme.
Oh my God!
So
You
it's a funny
unlocked
song.
a memory.
It's a comedian singing. So I try to be funny, but I made it unvulgar. You know, I didn't. You know, I censored myself.
And I was like, whenever you drop your CD, like when
so
are you
I was
dropping
like,
your
you don't
shit?
understand. That shit's a hit. In Spanish, you're like, you don't understand. That shit fire. For real. Like in Spanish, a lo bien. That means like for us, for real.
For
you know
real.
What I'm saying? Like, telling you.
So he
she
ended
puts
up
the happy
calling
faces,
me.
then I'm like, fuck, let me call her. I video. She's like, yo, I'm in Wall Street. Literally right, yo, it's like meant to be. Literally right around the corner from where the bull is, the Raging Bull, whatever you call it, Charging Bull on Wall Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, and she's like, yeah, I'm right here. So literally she's right around the corner. I'm like, you want
I'm
Burger
like,
King?
come through. I'm just chilling in the studio. He was like, you want Burger King? And I'm like, sure, bring some Burger King. So he came upstairs. He started talking. It was really cool. Like, I loved his energy. Then I was like, I'm not gonna stop doing what I gotta do because of him. So I was like, I'm going to the gym. And he was like, all right, I'm coming with you. He was fully dressed up. And I'm like, how you gonna get inside? Like, you don't even have a membership. And he was like, I'll find a way.
I'll go through the back door. I'll make believe I'm the janitor. I'll do something crazy.
So what
like that.
happened?
So I'm getting in.
So we end up going to the gym, whatever. He ends up like fucking talking to the girls at the front, and they let him in.
Yeah.
He smooth talked his way into the gym.
Talento, baby.
So I'm working out, whatever. We finish the gym, and he's like, let's go somewhere. And I'm like, and I'm very adventurous too, and I like spontaneous things. So I'm like, all right, whatever, let's go somewhere.
Yeah.
I didn't have too much of a good day, so him coming through in the day, it was like a little bit of an energy booster. So we end up we take the train, and we end up going to walk in Times Square.
Grand Central Station first, right?
We get to the Grand Central Station. We're like, okay, let's get out here. We start walking. He starts playing with a parrot.
So random.
In
There
Times
was a
Square.
parrot, there was a snake, there was the cat, the rat, the snake, and the dog. Yeah, I swear to God, it was like that. I was just going with it like that.
So I wanted to get the hell away from those animals. I'm like, first of all, that snake looks big. Like, I'm not trying to mess around with that snake. So we keep on walking. Like, we're getting to know each other. Like, he's talking. He's like, I don't like Colombian girls. And I'm like, I don't like Colombian men.
Wait, did you guys?
No, it's serious. Like,
Now,
I don't
you
like
were
Colombian.
but
Oh, okay.
I really don't like Colombian
I
women.
really
I'm
don't like Colombian
enough
men.
for Colombian women.
They're too
Like, I don't
fruity
need
for
you.
me, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the women are too. Hi. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need none of that shit. Like, I need something aggressive.
So it's like perfect. Like,
Confident.
like let's just be friends.
Feels like I could hold you in my hand. Like the Colombian one, you feel like you want to just hold them and like, here's the bottle, baby, or here's some.
Don't get me wrong. Like we're talking shit, but there's
Majority.
majority.
There's stereotypes, you know.
Yeah.
Great people in every type of nationality.
Yeah.
100%. So whatever. Long story short.
We ended up at Dave & Buster's.
We ended up at
First,
Dave &
we ended
Buster's.
up at some shit that you go.
He wanted
and
to
you
do too
talk
many
from that
things.
corner and
He was
talk from
like-
this, I don't know if it's Penn Station or Grand Central Station where it looks like you're outside. I thought we were outside.
You wanted to do too many things.
We did a lot of things.
Maybe that's Grand Central.
He was like, let's go to the movies. Oh look, Dave & Buster's. Why don't we go to this? Why don't we go to that? And it's just like, all right, let's go to Dave & Buster's. So we end up going to Dave & Buster's.
The movies was closed. We were gonna go to the movies.
AMC, right?
Regal.
Regal. There's a Regal there.
Okay.
So we ended up going to Dave & Buster's. It was fun. Like, it was cool because we weren't even drinking. Like, we weren't even on that vibe. And so it's like we got to really know each other without anything.
Any supplements?
I wasn't trying to holler at her, nothing,
And
bro.
he was not trying to try to.
Smash?
flirting. Nah,
Yeah.
not even flirting. I just didn't try to.
Well, first of all, I realized he wasn't trying. Like, I realized he, like, for me in my head, I'm like, this man is a hoe because because when we are walking through Grand Central, there's this girl that needed a pic. Like, how did that even happen?
I don't know. She was in the Air Force. She came from Texas. I knew too much information because she told too much information.
So he started
I didn't
talking to
ask.
her. She was
Took a picture of her.
He was taking pictures of her. So I'm like, let me not.
Didn't
Like,
take
for
down
some
her number,
reason,
nothing.
I'm like, why am I tight? I'm like, this is not even my man.
Wow,
Wait, time out. Wait, y'all was out together for the first time. You was taking pictures of another lady?
Yeah, of course I was. What do you mean? I'm a grown-ass man. The lady wanted a picture. She looked lost, and I wanted to help her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is.
Me, I'm like, whatever.
She's tall, white. I don't know.
This is not my man, so I don't
Yeah,
care.
this is not my lady. Like, I'm me. I'm gonna be me regardless whether you're a man. Even if I do try to hide, I'm gonna show you who I really am. Like, why am I gonna hide?
So
don't hide shit from my
it
mother.
was like I liked it, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, he's not it. I'm
So
like,
good.
yeah,
I didn't think she was it either because come on, you're an artist, you got this, you're around hella people. Like I was like, nah, I do not want that headache, bro.
And I thought the
like
same
to
thing.
be
I'm like, he's
alone.
too outgoing
I'm
for me.
happy alone. Roy is very happy by himself. Well, was because now
Was.
I found out.
Past
Yeah, nah,
tense.
'cause that we're gonna get to that point.
So fast
I
forward.
was happy alone and. it
So
became
fast
what it
forward,
is now.
we're at Dave and Buster's and we're playing. You know, we're having a good time. There's two like we end up like picking out two ducks. His duck like he saved it. My duck I gave it to my
a
dog.
trophy. She gave my duck. I gave her to the dog. Chew up.
I was like,
And he
I'm
got a
like, whatever.
biblical name, Mateo.
That's a cute name.
So whatever, like that happened. So he thought it was mad romantic to keep the duck, and then from
No,
there,
you
like
thought it was romantic. I just kept it. I like the duck.
whatever. So then the next day he hit me up again, and he was like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "I'm at the studio," and he was like, "Okay, I'm leaving work," you know. So in my head, I'm like, he wants to chill. Let me invite him. So I'm like, "Come through." I'm at the studio, and he came through to IMI. Then when he came to the studio, I'm like, "Yo, he's never coming back here again," because he was talking too much.
She
I'm
posted
like,
it on Instagram.
I'm trying to work, and then I posted on Instagram.
She's like, this nigga could talk. I swear to God, and everybody laughed at me. Everybody, because I reposted it.
I'm like, this motherfucker's never
That's
coming
Malucci.
back to the studio.
You better repost that shit, you know? Like, so I was like, let me repost this. Everybody that I know laughed at. I sent it to her. I'm like, look, all my friends are laughing at me.
So, long story short, the next day it was the same thing. Like, I don't know, like we were just chilling, and then out of nowhere, on the fourth day, I don't know, like it just caught us like really, damn, like we really like to hang out with each other. On the fourth day,
You guys were in denial.
it was yeah.
Facts.
It was late.
I can relate to that.
I feel like something else connected is like God. You know what I'm saying?
And then
Like,
one thing that we do gotta say is like there were so many things that like I'm thinking about something and he's saying it or he's saying something.
it was like telepathy.
It wa-
Like,
yeah,
you know when
it
you
was
think
like-
something or like you
it
feel
was-
something, your energy is just in.
It was
we're just in
very
the same
weird. It was
frequency.
very or like
And
we
to
would
this
say
day,
certain things and
it's
to this
crazy
day
to this day.
we
it's
say
been like
some
that
things at the
every-
same time.
Every day, it's been like that.
Or like even certain gestures like at the same time like
Answering somebody. You know how like twins, like in the
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah, yeah,
That only
yeah.
happens in the movies. That answer at the same time. I swear, my mother could be talking, somebody else, my brother's talking.
I remember
We'll make
that.
sense that,
I remember
but, like,
that before,
you know?
like when we started like actually like okay, like we like each other. Like let's. In my head, I thought, and I swear to God, in my head, I'm like, I'm thinking about like me talking to him, and then I pictured him saying, "I love you." Literally, not a minute goes by, he texts me, "I love you." Swear to God, it was like that was crazy to me, and that was like I didn't want to think that like all those coincidences like meant something, but when that happened, I was like, nah, this is different.
It took you out of denial.
So on the fourth day, let me tell you, because he got fresh on the fourth day.
Little fresh one.
Talento,
Them Colombian men.
baby.
So on the fourth day, whatever, like it was mad late, so I'm like, oh, fuck, like I'm gonna just stay at his house.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's getting
Ábreme la
So, like, I'm
ventana.
caliente.
But I'm gonna stay in my clothes because you know when you go to a man's house, like they start offering shit like, you want a shirt, you want some
You
shorts,
want my socks?
you want my socks, like that's how they start. So he, like I was a little hesitant at first. He was like, "You want a shirt?" I'm like, "No, I'm good. Like I'll just sleep in this." And he was like, "You sure you don't want a shirt?" Like whatever. He convinced me, and I ended up like,
Out your clothes.
yeah, not on my
Wanted a
clothes.
shirt.
Not on my clothes. Hold
My
on.
clothes into my clothes. I'm a winner, ladies and gentlemen.
No, continue. Into the
Sponsored
shirt.
by Talento.
Talento.
So like we're just laying down and like we're cuddling. I'm thinking I'm like definitely not like my box is closed for this shit. Like I'm not doing nothing with him. But I was still like I still liked his comfort. Like I felt like comfort with him.
I'm a confident man.
And so he started, you know, like playing with my hair.
Oh,
And then he started
that's
kissing
the
my
move
forehead.
right there. There you go.
Learn, guys, learn. And it's genuine. Like I was being as genuine as I could be. Like trust me.
And they started playing with my hair, you know, like just, you know, masajeando, like just being very like caressing. And gentle, and he started
Took
kissing
out the
my
gentle
forehead. He started kissing here, and then he started kissing here, and he started kissing. I'm like, we ended up making up. So from there, that's when shit started happening, and then the 5th day it was like, nah, like I really love him.
Yeah.
Me too.
And then we got really close.
But the beauty of it is, at first it was like a friendship. Even though like it looks like to everybody, it'll be like, damn, that shit moves too fast.
Mad
But it's like a
fast,
new
yeah.
type of love. Like it's just like, what are you waiting for? Like what are you really waiting for to tell somebody you love them, or you feel good
What
like
are you
with somebody?
waiting for?
You know, at
Facts.
the end of the day, like if you feel something, go for it. Because
Nah, that's
I live
real.
in the now. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, tomorrow doesn't exist.
So my question for y'all too, right? When he sent you the "I love you" text, was it before that night or after?
After.
After that night. Okay. So my question for you, because she explained the side of receiving the "I love you" text, what inspired you to just send that without, none of y'all basically saying that before and at the time that you sent it? Like, what made you just do
It
that?
was just something inside of me where it was just like, it's now or never. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It's just genuine. Like it's like something that I truly feel.
Yeah.
And I felt at the moment, I still feel right now. It's still like I look at her and it still feels like the first day,
Yeah. Fire.
straight up.
Fire, yeah.
Like to keep
Same.
it 100.
hmm
And it is what it is right now.
And she
it's
told
only
you "I
gonna
love
get
you"
better.
back that same day?
She told me I love you back, and I was like, yes.
That was
Like, I
good.
was like, yes. I was like, motherfucker, I made it.
You know what's crazy, right? Like, so I never said "I love you" first until like my wife, right? And then she was the only person to never just say it back that same day. I had to wait. Like,
She was playing hard to get.
she was. I'm like, I know you love me too. All right? But, you were scared to say it.
You're
man.
probably sweating like, damn, motherfucker.
I said, "Damn, I don't even be doing this. I take my love back." Nah.
Yeah, the way I feel about saying I love you, it's changed. But when I was younger, I felt like I had to be very selective with saying that, because when I would say it and like things didn't work out, it almost felt like it was disingenuous. But now looking back, I always think of it as I'm still going to love that person. It's just love changes over time, you know?
Yeah.
And when I had that moment with my current partner, with Dylan, we looked at each other, like we held back from saying I love you for like a year. But part of that was because it was a whole mess. Like we weren't
I was
really
just gonna
together.
ask, like, what made that happen? You know, like,
What made
not-
what happen?
Like not being able to tell you I love you, or like
I was in a weird place where I was seeing two people, and like I wasn't officially dating either one, and I couldn't make up my mind. And then I picked one, and then I kind of regretted it, and it was just like a whole mess, you know. Fast forward, it's me and Dylan, and I reached a point where it's like I felt like I could feel comfortable enough to tell him that I love him and that he wouldn't take me for granted. And that's when it happened, and like it felt like a genuine moment. But now I don't feel like saying I love you is something that is exclusive to the person that I'm dating. It's also the way I feel about like my friends and my family and so on and so forth. So and even the
love you
people
too.
do you feel like
I
it's a
love you,
different
man.
type of love though? Like it's
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
a different type of love.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
And even the people that like I'm not dating anymore, I still love them. I still feel a certain love. And like you said, it's a different type of love. Like what we went through together brought me to where I am today. You know, I don't have any regrets about that. So
And that's why I really kind of like love both of your stories, because even relating to both, like I respect how you came out and said that, because I was the kind of person, even though the brand is called Love First now, I was so scared and jaded by love, right? I used to feel like as soon as you say love, that's like a weakness. That's the
Yeah.
moment where they
It's like
take you
you
for
Right.
being
granted.
vulnerable, baby.
exactly.
Like I had a song that was like, as soon as you say the word love, that's when the pain comes. You know what I mean? It's like right after, it's like people feel like, oh, I got them wrapped around my finger, now I can do whatever.
Right.
So and I feel like the whole generation, we have a whole generation that might be jaded or scared of love. That's why we even started Love First. But how you had the confidence to kind of go out there and do that, I think is super commendable. And I'm glad like our audience gets to hear that, because people are so scared about love and they feel like it's more of a leverage in a relationship than what it actually is, you know?
Yeah, I feel
The
like
ego.
love is just truly like, because you can love, people just lack love. And love is your biggest strength. It's not a weakness.
Facts.
People are confused because of the shit that they see on the media, on TV, or the shit they hear
Facts.
outside of what you really feel. Right now, we're looking at the phone. This is what messed up the whole world right here, the cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
There's no privacy. There's no nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like everybody gave up, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? On love or whatever. Like, but love is definitely very powerful, especially when
Super
it's
powerful.
two people that love each other.
When
And it could
it's
be
real.
friendship.
I-
Yeah, when
I
it's genuine.
understand. I understand why it's scary to say I love you, but at the same time, like when it feels, you just it's a feeling.
Yeah, you just know. Yeah,
It's a feeling. You just know.
I thought I was sick. I actually called like some of my friends, like, "Yeah, I think there's something wrong with me." Right?
Because you got deep into your feeling. You're like,
I'm like, there is something wrong. Right?
because you're following. It's like almost like you're following how you're like, we're supposed to see love in a certain way.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
watch movies and nah,
Exactly.
bro. Like, this is reality. Like,
Mhm.
you can do what you want. Like, love is supposed to be ill. Love is what you feel for whatever you feel love. Like, love is beautiful. This
super
love is
beautiful.
intimate love. This is
Yeah.
very deep inside. Now, love, you can have love for your brother. You can have love for your sister. You can have love for people and do good. That's just doing good for the world. Love for a different race. It don't matter what race you're from, especially here in New York. Like, come on. Like, we grow up with every type of nationality. Like, grow up.
Facts.
Get out of that
Melted pot,
cycle.
yeah.
The media just wants you. If you say nigga, if you say this, if you say that, if you say cracker, if you say fucking Guinea, like, come on, yo. Like, this, like, you gotta, I feel like people just gotta break that cycle. Like, open up to culture.
Mm-hmm.
Culture is what's beautiful. Like, where did our ancestors come from?
Yeah.
If we all look at, like, if we all really look at that, we all come from the same place. You know what I'm saying? Like, we human, we bleed the same. Like, we gotta stop acting up and start acting right. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like this powerful love is powerful.
And I love how what you were saying with as far as like the culture too. And I feel like that's our job to add to the culture. Like, unfortunately, I feel like hip hop is probably like one of the worst when it comes to love. Not to say it's not there. I just feel like it's a little scarce compared to like other cultures. So like, even I took it upon myself. That's like, listen, let's add love back to hip hop. You know what I mean? Let's make love cool. Let's make it beautiful, because that's
Like
what it
that
is. Like what you
R&B.
said, the strongest. Mm-hmm. Yo, and you know, we're gonna do a track like for real. He was faking about the track, but we're gonna do a track for real.
Yo. Every day waking up to the sound of the streets, waking up to just serving these fiends,
Hey.
Astoria, Queens. Nah.
That was good. That was
Yo,
good.
we got beats, all right? So you let us know, bro.
So I rep New York like hard body. You know what I mean? Like outside, I feel like when I'm outside of the U.S., you tell someone you're American, they're just like, man. But you tell someone you're from New York,
Oh yeah, dude.
100%.
let me tell you,
But they automatically assume when you leave the country, oh, it must be from New York.
maybe you both know this from experience, but when I've been in Colombia and I've tried to go to a club and they ask me for my ID, you know, I'll show them New York. And they don't care. Like, when I was underage, they didn't care. They're just like, all right, come on inside.
I'm here, New York, girl.
Meanwhile, my cousin with the fake ID, like, doesn't even get in.
Wow.
And still waits for you outside so you get out, right?
No. Like, once I went inside.
You're that loyal. I
No,
swear.
que pesar. I
They're
went
very
inside.
generous in
I
that
went
game.
inside with my sister, and I was like, wait, where's Sebas? And he was just like,
He was
and I was-
also-
Damn.
we went back outside. We're like, no, we're not going to leave him behind.
Mm.
But yeah, so tell me about your music journey. How did you get started in music? And like, what
sure.
kind of music shaped you? I'm so curious to find this out.
So, like you said, like I was born in Colombia, in Medellin. I came here at the age of 10. I grew up listening to ranchera, guascas, boleros.
Oh yeah.
¿Cómo es que llama eso? It starts with the P, I think. All right, whatever. Like, just a little bit of everything. Like, very diverse music. And then coming to New York, where you have that attitude, that hip hop, that R&B, that even here reggaeton too. Like, it's very diverse. So having those two cultures have really influenced my music. And definitely, like, you can hear that in any song because I do both English and Spanish in them.
Yeah. I noticed that too. I like this record that you have with Dave East and Dej Loaf, and then you going off in Spanish too. I was like, all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. So like going back to repping the culture, like going back to that Spanish, that Colombian. Yeah, like just my culture has really influenced my music, both in English and Spanish. Like coming from Colombia, being from New York City. And did I answer your question?
Yeah. Oh, totally.
So I guess on the music journey, because you're a lot. I mean, I'm pretty sure you still have goals that you want to reach and achieve, but you've came a lot farther than a lot of people following their dreams in music. I mean, from the people you've collaborated with, people you work with, and accomplishments you have. So, what do you feel like, if you could pinpoint one situation that was just like you feel like sparked up everything that you have going on now, what would you pin it to?
I would say my first song. Dropping my first song really expanded a lot of things for me. I dropped my first song 2018, and I had a plan for the song. I had a vision for the song, and I had a vision for myself. I always saw myself being number one, being at the top. And from dropping that first song, I always told myself, like, this is the beginning and this is not going to be the end. Like, once you start, you cannot stop.
Yep.
So that was it for me. When I dropped that first song, that was like, okay, like, this is it. So you're going to have to go with it full force. So I created a plan for it. I continued pushing the song. The DJs in Queens really showed me love. Like, they really, really helped me. Shout out to all the DJs in Queens. Because it was really all of them that really helped me out. It was on the radio 4 times. Did not pay not $1 for it. So I'm very thankful for that.
Amazing.
And from there, like, that really started my career. But I would say, like, what really, really sparked it up was doing the song with Ñengo Flow. Ñengo Flow, he's a GOAT in the Latin market. And he has crossed over into the American. And, like, just very thankful for that opportunity, because coming from him, he's still killing the game right now up to this day. And he's an old school reggaeton artist. So that really was one of the biggest pushes that my career had.
How did even that opportunity come about?
I opened up for him at La Boom.
Okay.
Nice.
I was backstage with my girls. One of my girls had a speaker, and she started playing the music. She started playing my music. After he performed, he went backstage, and whatever, we were just saying hi to him. And then my girl started playing the music. He was like, "Who's that?" And my girl was like, "That's Maluchis. And I was like, "What's up, Django?" Like, this and that. And then he was like, listen. Do you write your own music? I showed him one of the songs that I had that was unreleased. He was very impressed by it. He asked me if I wrote it. I told him yes. He was like, all right, I'm hopping on that. It took 2 years for the song to drop, but it was worth the wait because it dropped on his latest album. And I was one of the first. I am the first female in a Ñengo Flow.
Nice.
Fire.
Even a feature alone. So that was really dope. That was a great opportunity for me. And I'm just super thankful. Shout out to Real G for life, Ñengo.
All right, fire. So, and just kind of touching on the artistry and relationships, right? How do you feel like it makes a relationship harder when someone is in the music industry? Because I feel like, with my wife, like, she supports me like 100%, but I'm pretty sure in her head sometimes she be like wishing if I did a different career, but she would never want to stop it because she knows that's my passion. But I want to know, does it make it harder in a relationship?
Oh, for me? Not at all. I'm more as like a push. It's like it gets me hyped because I'm full of energy. So if anything, it's like you got to get to it.
Yeah.
Half, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Match up. Like, that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a booster.
And he's
like,
pretty confident in himself, too.
100%.
See, and that's good, too. Seeing that's a major thing, confidence. Because I have another friend, remain nameless, but his girl's not confident at all, and he can't even leave the house, and, he's supposed to be doing music, and he's super talented. But, like, she does not want that for him, so,
No, I gotta keep it real. If he was a singer of music, he was doing music, I would not even lay my eyes on him.
That's crazy. I told my wife the same thing. I was like, yo, if you was
Let me tell you.
But that's why I love, like, that y'all have the confidence. Man.
Like, opposites attract. Like, I told myself, I was like, I am never dating another Gemini, and I am not dating a bass player.
And you got it.
And that's exactly what happened to me. So just like you guys are like, oh, I'm not gonna date another Colombian, like guacala. And
We're already putting that out into the universe. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it's like, It's like, what do you want to do? Everybody be like, I need this. I need somebody like this. It's not what you need.
But for
it's
me,
what you
look,
want at the
going
end of the
back
day.
going back to his question, like I'm an artist myself. I'm not trying to deal with somebody else that's an artist. You know, like
Yeah.
it's already too much on my end. Like I know me, and I know that in that world, as an artist, as a male artist, it's not as easygoing as you think it is, and it's a hard lifestyle. So it's just like it gotta be one or the
You
other.
gotta balance it out.
One or the other. So for me, I don't know. Like for me, I'm pretty confident in what I want. I
Yeah.
feel like I've had opportunities for me to be in the industry in an easier way. If you guys get what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And I never cared. I'm not a materialistic person. I'm not thinking about somebody that could do something for me and something for exchange. Like for me, like it's been like I'm gonna get it on my own. I'm gonna work my ass off and I want somebody. I wanted to grow with somebody. I wanted to come up with somebody. I wanted like
Yeah.
that was like that's very like I take pride in that. Like I came up with him.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
Nah, that's dope. Picked a good one.
Here's the come up. She picked
Yeah.
a good one too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know what I mean? I gotta talk my talk. I gotta talk my
Talk
shit.
that talk.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
It's the king of Colombia.
Well, I think it's really important seeing that, you know, you both may
My
not
bad.
be doing the same thing, but at the core of it, you're both entrepreneurs.
Yes,
So having
absolutely.
that energy, you're both go-getters. It seems natural that you guys were
It's a New
attracted
York
to each
thing,
other.
baby girl.
Yeah,
We're hustlers. We
exactly.
hustle.
You guys are hustling. So tell me about like your journey into fashion. Tell me about like who inspires you fashion-wise. You know, talk to me.
Inspired by I like urban wear. Like I like comfortable clothes, sweaters, hats. You know,
Yeah.
I like to be comfortable, and that's also a New York thing. Like where you like to have a hoodie. You know,
Yeah.
hoodie season. Yeah, that's the best season. No,
Yeah.
You think so? Yeah, so it was like, all right, let's come out with hoodies, you know? And and the designs, everything just comes to my head. Like right away, it's like, you could tell me one thing and I could draw it out or like put it on my phone. I could do it on my phone and create something. I just naturally create stuff. You come up with with any idea and I'll create something out of that idea very naturally.
Yeah.
I didn't go to school for this. I didn't even go to school. You want to laugh? I got my GED 3 years ago, just for me. I'm like, let me see what my brain is. Let me see how dumb I really am. But in reality, it's like, damn, you really
It's
did
fine.
it, Roy. You know what I mean? Like,
How smart you really are.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Like,
and I did it for
yeah.
me. I didn't do it because I had to get into college or because I had to be something that I'm not.
Yeah.
Because people do things to be something that they're really not. What
For
their
everybody
parents want them
else,
to
yeah.
be, or like what the neighborhood want, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
just be you, do you. Find what you love. You know what I'm saying? Look, love
Yes.
first. Love yourself first.
Yeah.
Number one, you gotta love yourself first. Doesn't matter where you from, what religion you are. I fuck with everybody. I'm from New York. You heard? You heard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's also something very important to love yourself. I feel like
Yeah.
if he didn't have the confidence he had in himself, and if he
It didn't happen overnight. You know what I mean? Like, it happened because I used to live in the darkness. You know what I'm saying? My whole life. Like, I been through so much pain, so much suffering, so much things that I seen and actually been through and my body been through. And what made me tough, that's New York strong, you know what I mean? Like, New York state of mind. Like, what you hear in the songs, whether it's Nas, whether it's Biggie, whether it's this and that, like, I actually went through those things, certain things in real life, you know what I mean? And that's how I could relate to the hip-hop, and that's how I grew up. And, like, I am what I am now, and now I'm just a positive person. Like, I feel like my whole life, like, I had one idea, and now I'm just, like, straight. And I feel like that all comes from God, too. I give all the glory to God at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without him, there's nothing. Like, I wouldn't be here right now talking to you guys or feeling
100.
the love in my heart.
100. And you know, I even want to touch upon with what you just said in there, because I think that's a major key to success. I think there's a lot of single people that want to be in a relationship, and they might be out seeking the relationship, but like what you said, you have to love yourself first, right? You have to build yourself up so you're even ready for your partner. You know what I mean? Because think about it, if y'all would have met each other at the wrong times, it wouldn't have worked.
I
was
would say you don't chase. Don't chase.
Yeah, don't
chase
chase.
anything.
Mm-hmm.
Let it flow naturally.
And it's crazy
organic.
because God works in such mysterious ways.
Facts.
God knows all your heart desires.
Mm-hmm.
But when you go chasing after something,
Yeah.
or when you try to force something,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
just not.
Because basically you're chasing without trust. You know what I mean? Like, you have to trust God without faith. Exactly. Like, you have to have that faith. No one's going to work out. Because before I met my special person, I prayed on it. A few years went by, almost forgot. Like I prayed on it. You know what I mean? And then that situation happened when I'm like, I'm just focused on music. Like I'm just doing this.
Alone.
Yeah.
You gravitated to it because it's like a magnet. That's love, though.
Mm-hmm.
Without love, there's no respect. There's no loyalty. That like genuine love brings everything. Because everybody's like, how you gonna have love if you don't have respect or loyalty? Nah. First, number one thing is love. Because if there's no genuine love, you don't have none of that. There's no commitment. There's no loyalty. There's no respect. There's no integrity.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like when. Like to keep it real, you know what I mean?
That's real. That's real.
Realer than that.
Because even when you have the love, you could be with someone that finds something disrespectful that you don't find disrespectful, but your love is like, you know what? I'm gonna respect that. That's how you feel.
That's your feelings, and I respect your feelings.
Exactly.
That's how I feel with her.
Exactly.
And it's like so easy. Like even like to say an argument, yo, bro, that it don't last seconds. Like I'm not even lying. Like if there's a little something that pops up, because you know when it's something is good and great and God gives it to you, you know the devil's right around the corner trying to like poke at y'all, like
facts
here, like
facts.
And it's
like
crazy.
And it's like, you know what? It's us against the world. And the hardest thing is family. You know what I'm saying? When it comes from family, it's like, damn, they make you think, they make you overthink. Because it's not in a bad sense, though. Like, family wants the best for you, especially your parents.
My dad.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, when it's coming from that too close, like, damn, should I really? Like, they're really making me think. But in this situation, it's like, we're past that. Like, it's just like, focus on us. Focus on us individually and focus on us together. Let's just get it by any means. And God, glory to God again, man.
Glory to God, for real.
Or whatever you believe in, the universe, God,
that's
Allah,
why we're here, baby.
Buddha, Gita, whatever, all of that is real, and it's all one. At the end of the day, we all one. We're humans.
Facts.
So you were saying something about your dad?
My dad. She wanted to hear that.
She's like,
I want to know.
Like, what happened? What happened?
Stop poking us.
Oh my God! The day that I brought him to the house, first of all, he came with a jersey. So in Colombia, like, there's different soccer teams.
Oh.
He came with the wrong
That shit is like
soccer
a gang.
jersey.
I swear to God.
Which one? I want to know.
You get killed. Like,
My dad was like, "Yo, you leave that shirt around, I'ma burn it."
Wait, which shirt? I want to know.
La Nacional.
But how about, all right, how about this one? I'm from Medellin. Nacional is a team from Medellin.
Yeah.
He's from Medellin. His team is Millonarios, which is from
Don't
Bogotá.
talk shit about my dad.
Oh
Like
my
he burns
God.
himself. Like how you burn yourself and you try to burn my jersey?
That's
You
like
burn yourself.
that's like
Burn
someone
you, like,
Kwame, that's like someone from the Bronx repping the Mets.
yeah,
all right,
exactly.
hold on.
Oh,
'cause
you
I'm a
been repping
Yankee
the Mets?
fan.
Oh, yeah, okay. right.
Let's go
Yankees
Mets.
Oh,
all
so
day.
some from Queens repping
I'm a
Yankees.
Queens.
Let's go Mets
To all
over
y'all
here.
Queens get the money and the orange and the blue. I'm sorry, my guys. Like I'm Timberlands and Yankee
Listen,
fitted,
she
you
will
heard?
burn that. She don't play about
No,
Queens.
but my
It's Mets all
dad,
day.
it was so funny because my dad, he's still, you know, like
That's why I
taking
said
it
I'm
in.
from New York.
He's taking it in.
Still taking it in. He was just like, he talks too much.
Who doesn't say that?
But you know what? My dad talks too much too, so maybe it's because he related to him.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because we had a great
Conversation.
Yeah, we had the greatest conversation. We were just, I felt like he was one of my friends. I even called him, hey, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, my boy. In Colombia's parce. You know what I'm
had to
saying? Like,
tell
yo,
him. I had
parcero.
to tell him,
Parcero.
like, yo,
It's like, yo, my brother.
You
know,
can't
my
get that
boy.
comfortable.
And I got super comfortable, and so did
No.
he. And we were drinking aguardiente. And aguardiente is different in Medellin. You could drink that shit. It's like water. Then you get up, and it's like, ooh, I feel nice. But it's like water, right?
Yeah.
You drink that all night
Yeah.
and feel okay. And
Yeah,
then once you get
right.
up, it's
That
like,
water will get you watered down.
Yeah, like aguardiente translates to like fiery water because it looks like water,
Yo.
but it's not.
hot water.
Yeah.
It's that 151 proof. Like,
Yeah, it's like it's smooth. It's liquorish. Like it's like what is it like? What can I say?
It's distilled
It's a
from
gin.
anise.
It's like a gin.
Type.
It's distilled
light.
from anise.
Sugar cane, no?
Mm.
Yeah,
Or-
caña. Caña.
Or is it both?
Yeah, I'm look it up.
so we're about to
I
run
will
up.
look this up.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
they
like it-
dumbed it down for us that we could Google what we're talking about. Like,
I mean, like it tastes to
Google's the key
me.
to success.
It's gin.
why
It's
not?
gin.
Okay,
Gin.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not gin. It's aguardiente.
let me see. What is that?
Sugar cane.
Aguardiente colombiano.
We call it agua loca, like the Colombians. Crazy water. Yeah, agua loca.
Crazy water. Water
So,
crazy.
aguardiente. Check this
On the
out.
left.
Is anise flavored liqueur. So yeah, I'm sure there's
Okay,
sugar
you
in
got
it.
That. You got it.
Yeah, and
I
like
just drink it.
Sometimes you'll get aguardiente that doesn't have sugar in it because, you know, you're drinking too much of it and then your blood sugar goes up. So, but yeah.
Now they have the green one, the blue one.
Yeah, or like the ones that are like in a milk carton almost.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting lit.
Yeah, I think we need you got to try it one of these days.
Yo,
I'll
let's
bring one.
Yo,
I'll bring ya.
next Tuesday
For sure.
Have some guaro.
See, yeah, I'm down. Let's try. Oh. Yeah, everybody in the background, like, here. So I love this podcast.
We're going to Medellin.
Crazy water.
For real. No, I'm definitely trying to travel with y'all, man. I
Yeah,
gotta
for
go to
sure.
Colombia
What?
with y'all.
That'll be a good trip to go to Medellin. Yeah, come to Medellin with y'all.
Yeah,
Have a
do a little
blast.
video for the
We'll
travel
go
channel.
horseback riding.
Hey, might have to shoot a
With
music
the
video.
aguardiente.
Oh
With
my
aguardiente,
God.
we call it la bota. So la bota is a boat. A boot. So la bota is a little boot. You put that aguardiente in there, and y'all all drinking. Yeah, we get lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
One thing that I found so interesting about Medellin, like, so the first time I went to Medellin, I was like 4 years old. So a lot of time passed between then and then the last time I went, which was in 2019. And the thing I found so amazing about Medellin was their subway system. They don't have a lot of trains.
Super
Subway or
clean.
metro.
De eso, el metro.
Right?
Right, subways
Metro
under,
is
right.
The train.
The train. And like, it's so impeccable. It is so clean. People will mean mug you if you drink water. Like, one time I was waiting for, I was waiting for a train and someone dropped
Garbage?
a vase. And it like was just shards of glass everywhere. And me, with my New Yorker mentality, I'm gonna try to help out. But
Right,
out of
that's a New Yorker mentality?
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
nah,
I'm,
we throw shit out the window.
New Yorkers
I
do not be
felt-
able to.
I mean, me trying to be
Where in New
helpful.
York are you from? Long Island is not New York. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm from Woodside, Sunnyside. Don't get it wrong here.
Say
all right?
I'm from the
Queens get the money, yo.
7 train, okay?
I'm a hood bugger.
Okay. So hood side. Anyway, so I'm about to like help pick up, and all these people come, like the subway personnel, metro personnel. They come out of nowhere, like ready to sweep up. They like push me out of the way, and they like cleaned it up so quickly. And I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
I
The
wish-
train system is super clean.
it is so clean and like it's
You
incredible.
can barely chew gum.
Yeah, yeah. It is. I mean, then again, like I feel like when I go home, everyone's just like so freaking clean. So, but yeah,
Oh, that's
Medellin
what's
is
up.
lit.
They're very nice. Because I was living there for a whole year. Last year. Last year I got back in like February. So the year before that. So 2022. Yeah. And it was beautiful. Like 2021, 2022. It was beautiful. Like the people are so generous. That was so beautiful for me because before that I didn't go for 15 years. I ended
my
up going
God,
there
that's such a
for
long
5
time.
days. And I ended up staying there for 10 months. And it was amazing. Just the culture. Like I felt back in my roots.
Yeah,
And it kind of it inspired me in my life, in my journey.
yeah.
And I was alone, completely alone. I have family there, but like I wasn't really with family. I was doing things on my own, and like I found a little more of myself. Every day I find a little more of myself, of what I like, what I dislike,
Yeah.
and it's cool. Like change is good, change of perception, change of places you live or people you even deal with. You deal with people because you think you have to deal with people. You don't really have to deal with people. You know what I'm saying? Deal with people that really genuinely love you. And how you gonna find that? When you love yourself, you're like, damn, these people are treating me how I treat me. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, I want to be around these people
Yeah.
because you make me feel good. Why are you gonna be around people that don't make you feel good? You know what I'm saying? Like you have a choice.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's real.
like what are you trying to build? What are you trying to get at? Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. That's the way I feel right now. I want to be around people that I could help grow and that reciprocate my energy because I value myself as a man and as a human being at the same time.
And that's the first key is understanding that you can live that way is going to attract that to you. Because a lot of people go through life like, oh, I'm not supposed to like who I work with, who I build with. We just got to do it. But like, love first again. Like you can love the people that you work with. Like I love my peoples, Speaking of loving my peoples, right? I got mad love for this man, Ahmad. Some know him as Armando. So he actually introduced us. So I'm curious, how did you guys meet and what's your relationship been like?
So I've been working with Armando since I first started doing music. I recorded Lo Que Me Gusta De Ti, my first song, at his studio. And from the minute that I started recording there, he really believed in me. And he was like, this is your home. And
That's beautiful.
literally, this has been my home for years.
For sure.
And it's always the same amount of love and respect, always. So, you know, like, that's how I met him. That's how I know. I actually met him through one of my friends, Scarlett. She introduced me to him, and she was like, you know, babe, like, I'm just going to introduce you to him. Like, maybe he can let you use one of the rooms, like, to start recording. And I was like, okay. And I met Armando, you know. We grew some type of bond together. And like I said, like, he just really believed in me. And he was just like, this is your home.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's one of the most... Definitely in my top 3, like, most genuine people in this industry. This world is full of fake people, and the entertainment industry attracts a lot of those fake people in the world. But yeah, he's someone that's truly genuine, that wants to see us grow, and like you said, your experiencing is him wanting to see you grow. Like, he's always finding a way to build up resources to help others.
That's
you know
beautiful.
what I mean?
And that's how I met him, through her. You know, we just chopped it up a little bit, and right now he's like growing on me as well, because I see his character and his genuineness. You know what I mean? Like, even just shaking a man's hand, it's like I feel your energy, because my energy is correct. So if your energy isn't correct, I know it sounds weird. Like, what are you, a magician? Or like, what are you thinking? Nah, it's just energy is real.
It's
like,
real.
Yeah, I totally believe in that.
Even with a handshake, even with looking at me in my eyes, like, it's like I feel you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, because I feel myself. I know it sounds like, oh, you feel yourself. Yeah, you gotta feel yourself. You gotta encourage people to be better. You gotta encourage yourself to be better first, and then that, you know, it all comes together like a magnet. Because now you're a bunch of people just, damn, like, we getting it, we're making it. Let's make it happen. Let's get to the next level, and that's how God works. You know what I mean? Like, again, all glory to the man above, because that's how he works. You know what I'm saying? He puts everybody together, and then nothing becomes something.
Yeah.
Creation.
Facts.
God within us. Because that's what it is. Like, God is inside of us.
Yeah, we're made in his image, for sure.
Yep, we're made in his image. Now we got to do the job. You know what I'm saying? Like, this feels ill. I wake up and I'm alive, and then I look to my right, and she's right to my right. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm just like, wow, it's so beautiful. Being able to wake up and feel love. Open my eyes, I feel love. I close my eyes, I feel love.
Yes.
Right before I go to sleep, and I thank God.
Yes.
And that's where love first. I feel love for myself. I thank God for me, and then I look to my right, and she's right there on my right.
Amen.
And I wake up and it's like, wow, like, this is real. And I touch her and I'm like, yeah, this is real.
Start pinching yourself.
Yeah, not even joking, bro. Like, I feel it. It's like, wow.
Yes.
It's just a big wow. Like, I'm in love.
That's
I'm
real.
a man that I'm in love. And I could have one woman. I'm fine with one woman, bro.
Yes.
Like, I know it sounds weird, but like, yeah, like, I'm very comfortable with myself.
Yes.
And I'm a very confident man. You know what I mean? Like, and I got one woman and she's it.
Exactly.
So all y'all ladies out there, I'm sorry. I'm
sorry.
not for you. It's over.
Y'all missed your chance.
Yeah,
missed
for real. Because I found my other half, my soulmate,
Big
my
facts.
twin flame, whatever you want to call it. Like, it is what it is. And this is godly. Like, I feel a godly moment right now. And I appreciate you guys as well. I love being here. Like, you guys made me feel super comfortable.
Oh, I'm so
shout out to
glad.
you guys. Shout out to you guys in the back. Like, it's beautiful, for real. Like, I love this. Y'all made me feel super comfortable.
I mean, it's great. I mean, like, we get super excited with every guest, but I'm just, like, especially excited having, like, these parceros, you know? my Colombian homies.
You're like, oh, these Colombians, what's up?
She's so good.
I love the energy. You guys have very beautiful energy, and I know.
Same with you.
Thanks
going
so
to the
much.
top. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going. That's the whole thing. Like, it's all a daily. Fall in love with the process. You know what I'm saying? Fall in love with it. Because that's what it is. There is no tomorrow.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
Yes, appreciate
Live
the process
right now.
and the journey.
Yeah, because that's what it's about.
Because then
There
you
is
be
no
looking
end
back
game.
like, oh man, I missed that, and you didn't appreciate it because you too far not living in the now. You know what I mean?
Or
like,
living in the past, too. The past is meant
the
to
past
be
will hold you
behind.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, the past is meant to be like,
Absolutely.
oh, I know not to do that shit. I'm not even going to look over there. Fuck that.
So now that we talked about the relationship part, I do want to end it on this part because I feel like we're inspiring a lot of people. But it's also important to protect your blessing, right? So when you have a relationship, what people also have to realize, which I know you guys understand, is that's not the end goal. So we have to continuously work at this all the time. You know what I
Flowering
mean?
that plant. It's like having a plant. You got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to water the plants. That flower, my bad. You got to water that plant every day. You know what I'm saying?
Every day.
Like having a baby, having a dog. You got to give the dog food every day. You know what I'm saying? You
Exactly.
got to eat every day.
Can't believe I
gotta
said
give
I
food
loved
to
you
the
last year and feel like it's all good. Like you got to keep it going. Like you said, every day, water,
Every day,
show it.
Every day showing it that appreciation, that love, that encouragement.
But I will
that
tell the
blessing.
guys, just real quick, sorry to cut you off.
It's okay.
Listen, date nights. You gotta do that for your woman. Take her out, because I feel like guys sometimes we kind of care the least about going out like
Get
that. You know what I mean?
complacent.
And we will get complacent. So this is a key to success for all the guys out there. Do the day night. Take your lady out. Don't feel like now that you got her, I could chill. I don't gotta do all that stuff. You know. No, take her out, made her feel good. She want to dress up. She want to go out there. You know what I mean?
I'm all for that.
Yes,
I
do
want
that.
all
Super
that
important.
smoke.
Yes.
Everything that comes with it.
Yes.
You hollering at my lady? Good, bro. Like, that's mine right there. I'm confident.
Yes.
She's a real one. Like,
Yeah.
I'm blessed.
Yeah.
For real, I
That's
feel
great
super blessed.
confidence.
Like,
That's
I'm looking
great
at him like, yes, God, thank you. Looked out for me. Like, and I deserve it.
Yeah.
As crazy as it sounds, you got to give yourself the credit too, individually. Me, you got to give yourself the credit. Everybody. You got to give yourself the credit, because it's like, damn, why you never question the bad things that happen in your life, but you question when something good happens. Why? Why is that? Why do you think?
I think it's lack of confidence and faith. You know?
It's lack of love, bro. It's lack of love for you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the main thing where I'm coming back. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to pinpoint that.
Yeah.
It's like a love for yourself. You got to love yourself enough to know what you deserve. Like, do I deserve this? Am I working towards something? If you do bad, there's no good luck and there's no bad luck. I believe that good thoughts, good actions, good luck. Nah, you get it because you deserve it. Bad thoughts, bad action, bad luck. Nah, no bad luck. It's just every action has a reaction. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
To keep it funky.
Mm-hmm. And even like you said, like having that love and even that spiritualness. Like sometimes what I used to do was put myself down and be like, they're like, yo, I'm really proud of what you did. I'm like, nah, man, I'm trash. Like God did it all. But then it also, I had an epiphany that like God is like, I don't need you to down yourself to big me up. You know what I mean?
I'm in you.
So I could be like, yo, listen, God did it. I'm happy he used me. I don't have to disrespect myself or unlove myself for that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Amen.
Facts.
That's true.
Because we do that a lot as
We do,
humans. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
It was why? Because we're used to that, especially Latino and Black. Because we come from a very hard upbringing for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody, but like in a sense, yeah. Like you don't speak. I didn't speak English when I was born. Like I was born here in New York. My first language was Spanish. I was outside talking that mira guala guala. You know what I'm saying? Like how people would say. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, that's what they used to say. Mira guala. Or you laugh ja 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 ja. You know, text,
Ja, ja, ja.
You know what I mean? Like whatever. I take that.
Sisas.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like whatever. But I don't know. I feel so blessed to be where I'm from. I come from a one-parent home. You know what I'm saying? Like grew up on welfare, all that. Like I'm blessed. I could say that. You know what I'm saying? I was there. Like I lived it. Why can't I talk about what I lived? I used to go to the kitchen at night to get some water, and the roaches were having a rave on the kitchen sink. What you want me to do? It's part of life. Turn it up. I would have to go in there and shake a little so them niggas can get on.
Shake it up, harder.
I'll be like, I'll make the beat. I'll be like, I swear. But it's a blessing. Like, instead of seeing it like, ew, you there. So what? I was clean. The house had roaches. What are you gonna do? You know how to live with them. I try to make little sneakers for them. And
That's where the fashion career
you
started.
know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like it is what it is. Like it's a blessing. Like it ain't. Don't be ashamed of yourself. Like, so what? You've been through shit.
Yeah.
Talk your shit.
Yeah.
If you've been through it, you could talk about it, and you could. You know what I'm saying? Look, be blessed because look where you're at right now.
Yes.
Like look where we're at right now. Like how blessed are we that we're breathing? We're able to drink water. We're dressed.
Yes.
We look good.
Yeah.
All of y'all. We all look good. We're fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We all stars. That's where talento comes in. My slogan for talento is find your way. Like you gotta find your way. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta find your talent.
Yeah, find your way. Find your way to your talento, which is your talent.
Exactly.
And we all have it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
Everybody.
Just fall in love first with yourself and the process. And go and like God, you don't gotta go anywhere to God. Nah, go by yourself. You could be in your room, dolly, or in the bathroom or wherever. You could be anywhere. And pray. Give yourself that prayer. Because that God is inside of you. Whatever you feel, the universe is inside of you.
Facts.
We're just that movement, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Straight up.
Take care of your spiritual health, mental health, just as much as you do the
And look,
physical.
if it don't
man.
help you grow, let it go. Whether it's
man.
I love
whether
that.
it's whether it's
Okay.
spiritually, because look,
That's
if
so
you're not
real.
if
That's
you're
so
not
real.
helping me spiritually, physically, mentally, or economically, I do not need you in my life. And and if I'm not giving that to you, and if I'm not giving that to you,
Jeez.
I don't need you in my life either. Like, come on, like
That's real.
we're smart, we're adults. You know what I'm saying? You live, you learn, you grow.
Yeah. It even relates to what you were saying about the energy. Like that's what I noticed too. When I just stopped chilling with anybody that's not doing stuff and surrounding myself with people with goals that are making things happen, everything else starts flowing. Like that energy, like chilling with the wrong people will block that energy from coming to you.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So surrounding yourself with like-minded people, goal-oriented people, and that energy is going to uplift you and take you up. Man, I mean, this has been like super inspiring. I want to know, so for Talento, for the Talento brand, what can we expect from you guys in the next year or two?
Well, for July
July,
1st,
okay.
I put a little pieces together, and me and my partner, we're gonna my business partner, we're doing the Talento thing first. You know, like I have the design already, but I have a new brand coming out.
Okay.
That I'm, you know what I'm saying?
All
Me
right.
and God are cooking it up.
Hey.
She's part of it too. And it's called Irreplaceable. And the slogan is impossible to replace if lost or damaged. Irreplaceable.
Irreplaceable. I like that. So we could expect to see that in July.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna invite us out for the party and the celebration.
100%.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
All right. We got you on camera now. Y'all can't. If we can't get into the party, so musically, what can we expect from you in the next year?
I got an EP coming out soon. I got an EP coming out for this summer.
Yes.
I'm very excited for it.
Nice.
It's gonna have reggae, dancehall, and hip hop. So a little bit of everything, English and Spanish.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be the next biggest spark to my career.
Oh wow,
You guys are gonna see me up very soon.
That's
100%.
fire.
Amazing.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
And any shout outs you want to do for like people on the project, behind the scenes, in front of the scenes? Or?
Yeah, shout out to me.
Oh. Shout out to her.
Love that.
Shout out to me for staying strong.
Yes.
Shout out to Roy.
You know what's crazy? I told her, I'm like, look, you gotta be your number one fan.
Yeah.
I'm your number two fan, but you have to be your number one fan
Have to.
at the end of the day, because what type of music you want to listen to? You know what I'm saying? What do you want at the end of the day?
It's
That's
true.
you. That's that love for you.
Yeah, it's true because, you know, a lot of times I think about, okay, the public. What is the public gonna like? What are they? And it's just like you get so used to thinking about what other people are gonna like that it's just like you forget that you're like that is your
It's
art.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta fall in love with you.
Exactly. Because it almost defeats the purpose of you doing your dream when it's just like for everybody else. I mean, I guess my only balance is what I did start learning. Because I was just in like a freestyle phase for the beginning of my music career. So I was like, all right, let me find the balance of what they want and what I like to do. And then we'll meet in, in that middle. You know what I mean? Because if it was probably up to me, like none of my songs have hooks. It would just be bars through the whole track. But I was like, you know what? Let's find the balance. But it's super important, like you said, to be your number one fan. Do it for you.
Oh, totally.
Because if you're not happy, and listen, money won't make you happy. You better find your happiness now. You know what I mean? And then everything else will come.
Just come, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure,
But don't expect this thing is gonna make me happy. Stop looking for external things to make you happy. Figure out how to be happy inside, and then go get it. You know,
Go get it. I love it.
for
How you
sure.
feel, baby?
And go find your way.
And find your
My
way.
lady. Yo, that
Irreplaceable
feels crazy.
talento.
Irreplaceable. I'm irreplaceable.
Irreplaceable.
So is she
Yes.
to me.
Yes. Hey, I love it. I love that energy. That love.
Yeah,
that love energy.
Before my love, she's my friend as well, my best friend.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my best friend.
Yes.
Straight up. I could tell her anything
Yeah.
and everything. Like, I
have a
don't.
surprise for you.
Oh, we got a love first surprise.
Imagine.
Oh my God.
I do.
We got the podcast
We got a glitch. We got a glitch. I do.
Is it still recording?
It's a glitch.
Because like I can't hear myself and I can't.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
You can. Oh, okay. I guess there's something up with the monitoring.
Yeah, I saw the glitch though.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy. I thought that
That
shit
was a
in my
good
heart.
one.
I was like, we got the exclusive.
I don't know what's connected
That's
to
gonna be a
the right
promo.
toe, but I felt some sharp something pinch me on my right toe. Like, that's mad weird. She got me mad. I was like, what? I got something for you. Yeah, it's all good though, because I already gave her my heart.
There we go.
Can't beat that.
Yeah.
Ain't no gold in the world can beat that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she got my heart.
Make sure you invite us to the wedding too. You know what I'm saying? We want to be all over here.
Yeah.
Let's do it in Colombia.
For sure. Next thing you know, we got the baby right here. Just
Hey.
goo goo gaga motherfucker. Like, I swear.
It's going down, baby. Let them know where they can follow y'all on social media so they can stay in tune to what y'all got going on. And if they just looking for some inspiration, because y'all dropping keys.
Cool. So my Instagram for the clothing line, which is Talento Apparel, and my personal one is Roy Mez, ROYMEZ _Talento, TALENTO.
Why are you giving out your personal? I'm kidding.
Oh!
I'm kidding.
She's scared the shit out of me. That was good.
You saw that look though.
You guys can find me at Meluchi's Music on Instagram and anywhere else in all social platforms and on digital platforms as well as Meluchi's.
Yes.
MELUCHIS, as in blue cheese.
Yes.
Yo, why you giving your personal?
Because you giving out your personal.
You public spicy.
Natika, where can they follow you?
You can follow me on all streaming platforms as well as all social media at Natica Music, NATICA Music, and have a show coming up at Elsewhere May 11th.
Beautiful.
May 11th.
Check it out.
Yes.
And if you can't make that one, I have my EP release show in July 25th at
Dope.
Berlin.
Ooh.
Okay.
Exclusive July 25th.
Yeah.
Spanish or English?
Both.
Oh,
Awesome.
yes.
Awesome.
It's fire too. You gotta check it out.
Thank you.
Dope.
And of
Nice.
course, if y'all made it this far and y'all loving the love, y'all see, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and download the Love First TV app. If you don't have the app yet,
What are you waiting for? Because apparently I am.
What are you waiting for? Nothing. Exactly. So it's available for all iOS and Android devices. That thing left me hanging for a second.
I'm so sorry.
It's available for all devices. Make sure you guys have that. Y'all can follow me at The Real K to Don. Follow at Love First TV. And always remember,
Why hate when you can love first? It's the Love First Podcast.
Yeah.
You're
Don't cry when I come around, I wanna see you smile. Don't cry when I come around, I wanna see you smile. You can call me daddy, cause I'll always be here to hold you tight in my arms and protect you. You can call me daddy, cause I'll always be here to hold you tight in my arms and protect you.